Stig is such a perfect character to be able to just let loose and go off, and he's that kind of guy who just goes on impulse. You know, he's even though he's playing Bobby and Bobby's playing him, he's still very honest and very open about how he feels, and he's up for a good time. But if he gets rubbed the wrong way, he can go dark pretty quick too. I've always had this mantra throughout the movie that I wrote on the front of my script, which is duty, honor, loyalty, and trust. And those things are very important to him. There isn't anything that he wouldn't do for his brothers or for his people. And, I can certainly understand that and relate to that, so it was always that thing. And, Bobby always feels like I'm pretty naive to the fact that, it's a cold, dark world out there, and that kind of code doesn't exist. But through all the things that we go through, it brings us closer together. And you know what? He realizes that we do have that together. It doesn't mean he doesn't, pay me back in the end for a mistake I made early on. But he definitely, there is that bond there and that trust that's created through all the stuff that we've been through. Neither one's been completely honest about who they are, what their motivations are. And after this heist, unfortunately, you know, it's either him or me, and I get the upper hand on him. And I don't want to kill him because I'm very fond of him, and I kind of already created that bond with him. But I got to do what I got to do, and I have a job to do. So, instead of killing him, I just give him a little wound and leave him in the desert. But I'm kind enough to leave him with water. But then I realize, oh my God, he was about to take me down. He has, this badge that's been dropped, this DEA badge. And so I'm upset, even though I've been double crossing him, that he had the nerve to double cross me. And then that's when the journey begins. We realize that, we both kind of want to get each other, but we realize that everybody else is after us. And so, there you go. We got to kind of help each other. I definitely loved the tone of the project, and it was something different for me. I just, goes back to those great kind of buddy action comedies that I've always been a huge fan of. And then getting to work, obviously, with Denzel is an added bonus. And it's the first time, I've done comedy, but it's the first time where I'm more like the kind of comedic guy, and Denzel's a straight guy. Although, when he realized what we were going for, he certainly jumped into the fun. And there's been no shortage of improvising and playing and trying different things, and everybody feels very comfortable with each other. But yeah, the tone it's what drew me to the project. We have great chemistry. We've known each other for a while. I've certainly wanted to work with him for a long time, and this is just the perfect piece of material for both of us to get to do something different and show a different side of ourselves. And I think people would be very surprised to see how playful he can be. I remember shooting a first scene, and every take I would just do something completely different, and there was no kind of rules to where I would go with it. And then he just said, "Oh shit, okay, well I see what's happening here," and we just jumped right on board, and it's been a lot of fun. It's great, it's nothing better than seeing Denzel smile, and usually maybe you get to see that once or twice in the movie, and we've seen a lot of it, so it's great. This is going to be a great ride. There's a lot of great twists and turns, but there's just so much fun and action, and it's going to be a blast.